Hello, this is going to be the start of our labor vlog, and no, I'm not in labor. I am hoping to be induced today. They said that they were going to call me around noon. They called me at 12:40 and said, unfortunately, they're a little too busy right now to take me. Their census is a little high, but she said hopefully that they're going to get some other patients out to postpartum and that they would give me a call a little bit later this afternoon and give me a time to come in. She said it could be later this afternoon, it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow. Hopefully not the next day, because we have Grammy here and I don't want to take over too many of her work days, but whatever has to be, has to be. I want it to be a safe environment at the hospital. So anyways, we are just waiting for the call, and I think I'm going to just work on one of my YouTube videos right now because I need something to do. So I will catch you later and I will update you. Okay, so we were supposed to be induced yesterday on February 25th, but they kept pushing us off, and they woke me up in a fright at 4:30 in the morning, so we are headed to the hospital, and we're gonna get this party started. We may potentially get one of those balloons that helps me dilate, and I have to come home with it until it falls out, or they might just keep us and do the whole thing there. We are packed as if we're not leaving the hospital, but we may leave the hospital, so wish us luck. It is February 26th, and it's officially baby time, and it's very cold here. It's 39 degrees in California, Southern California. All right, cheers. Mm-hmm. Baby number 2. Mm-hmm. Made it to our labor room. It's 5:30.
5:30 already.
Waiting for our nurse. Mm-hmm. It's a very big room with no bathtub. Good. There's a dining table here. 2 fold-out chairs. No bathtub. Silly.
There's a sink though.
If I just get in there, is that okay?
Yeah.
So, we will talk about names, but I just got a Cook catheter placed. 80 mils of fluid inside the uterus and 80 mils of fluid inside the vaginal cavity, and it's
Vagina. Those of you at home that don't know what that means.
And it's gonna work to dilate my cervix, and we get to go home in labor. Well, I mean, we're gonna go home and we're going to try to labor. But yeah, I have balloon in. Double balloon. Okay, so names.
We could labor here if you wanted.
Nah, we're gonna go home. That's gonna be good. It's gonna be good for us to go home. It's still early.
So
your
top 4.
Yeah.
Magnolia.
Or just Noli. I mean, it could just be Noli. I think
Nola.
Nola is very cute.
Sadie and Gracie.
Sadie and Gracie, yeah.
And then mine
kind of have a theme.
I have 5 in no particular order: Eva, Madison, Bailey, Gracie, and Nola. So Gracie and Nola we have together. Both
yeah.
The same.
Get this. Perfect. Then it can be the big reveal while you. I'm just filming parts of my day.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm not in it.
You're not. You're just your voice. Just your beautiful voice.
Yeah.
Oh, Millie! Do you want to see the donuts?
Yeah, come here.
Millie?
She heard us say the oohs and the ahs. Millie, what do you think?
I bet I know which one you want.
Which one do you want, Millie?
I don't know.
Oh.
Which one do you think?
Probably one with sprinkles.
Wanna see what light here?
That's a reflection.
Why?
Because he must have chapstick on. Everyone in this book is very. Where's baby's belly button?
Okay, so we are back at home. I've had the balloon in for 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. I'm really tired. I didn't go to bed till like 10 something last night because we thought that the hospital was going to be calling us, and they didn't. And then I woke up at like 1 a.m. I was up till like 3:30. then I got a phone call from the hospital at 4:30 saying, we have space for you now. You can come in. So I'm tired. So I got like 3 hours and then maybe 1 hour. So 4 hours total last night, which is not enough to start this labor process. So they're letting me nap and I have a warm pack on my belly and probably just gonna listen to some soothing music or something. Good night, till later. Did we take a nap? And then did mommy's balloon just come out in the bathroom? Yeah, so I got like a 30-minute nap and then boom, balloon time. The cook catheter is out. Did we nail it? Yeah. Daddy's tired. Yeah. All right. Taking the fam and the dogs on a walk. Trying to keep progressing this labor. Here we go. Millie, what are you doing? No way! That's good. Get it, girl. Bill, you're like a rocket. Ready for takeoff. We're back at the hospital.
Yep. 12 hours later.
Waiting to check in. We are in room number 7, which is our lucky number so far. So, cheers. We don't know what the plan is yet, but we're gonna have a baby.
Yeah.
We're finally fully checked in, and it's, what time is it? 9:36. Wow. I'm 3.5 centimeters. That is awesome. And we're gonna start Pitocin soon.
3.5 centimeters.
Out of 10.
14 hours. So we got
Oh my gosh.
30 hours left.
30 hours
At the rate
left?
we're going.
Oh. No.
Just
That's not
kidding.
gonna happen. No. She's gonna be a 27th baby. Definitely not a 26th baby. Alright. Now it's time for our show. We are at 10 a.m. February 27th. I am on the highest dose of Pitocin that they like to do here, which is a 16. So I slept from like 5 to 8 on and off. A couple contractions woke me up, peeing woke me up, whatever. Ryan hopefully got about 4 or 5 hours mixed, like broken up. And yeah, I'm just trying to like move, be on the ball, do anything. They rechecked my cervix after like 8 hours and I was still 3.5 to 4 centimeters. So we just need to get to the magic number like 5 or 6 to get things rolling here. Hoping for a 27th baby, but should be making things tricky. Okay, so it is 11:30. We were checked an hour ago and found to be almost exactly the same amount dilated. So I'm 3.5 to 4 centimeters, 70% effaced. So I did efface a little bit more. My cervix is a little bit more thin, and the baby's still really high at like -3. So they decided to give me a Pitocin break. We stopped the Pitocin completely an hour ago, and they gave me what's called misoprostol. So it's supposed to help ripen the cervix a little bit more, which I think we honestly should have done right after the balloon fell out yesterday, but you just never know. Every patient's different. So Ryan's out of the room right now. He's gonna go get me a coffee because I need some energy to ramp things up here. And we're just watching a show. We're watching Only Murders in the Building. So it's kind of fun. I'll update more later. Here's a contraction. And we're moving and we're moving, and it's not doing enough yet. Cheers. Come on, baby. Hey. We're still here. It's, oh my gosh, it's Monday, February 27th, right? 1:30 p.m. We've been at this a long time, 36 hours, right?
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay, so I was on Pitocin, we stopped. And then we decided to start a medication to ripen my cervix, kind of start over almost. I'm working on the baby books, Millie's and Baby Girls, and Ryan is working on his business venture. We watched some shows, I had some coffee, got a salad delivered, but now that sounds terrible. And I might give in to them bringing my water in a couple hours, we'll see. Dad's fueling up.
They put mushroom on it.
Oh, snap.
It's supposed to be red pepper, cilantro, and onion.
Cilantro?
Red pepper, cilantro, and mushroom.
Oh. Sorry.
It's okay.
Could be worse. You could be birthing the baby yourself.
Oh, yeah. It's rough over here.
You got it, baby. You got it, baby. Keep on. More.
Can I get the bowl?
You got it, baby. You got it, baby.
Callie, you did great.
That was crazy.
You did it though.
Did it. Hello, sweetheart. Hi. Hello, pretty lady.
Hi.
Oh my god, I love her so much. I don't even see her. Oh my god. I love you, baby. I love you so much.
Did you want a picture of us of you putting the cord?
No, it's okay. Go for it. Yeah.
You want to take
You can
You
get
can
it. You
put
can
the
get
cord.
it.
Yeah. Let me just-
I never get the opportunity.
Good job, Mama. Alright, let me bring her on your chest, okay? Hi, what's her name?
We don't know yet.
No?
We
Well,
don't
she's
know
very
yet.
cute.
You have so much hair. I knew it.
Another blanket.
I'm gonna take these monitors off of you. Here they do it for like a total of 24 hours.
Do you like her bow that we picked out? And do you remember when you bought this outfit for her? Oh, and you know what? Do you think it was probably between 6:30 and 7 that you were like, you should get an epidural?
Yeah, you were. I think after your water broke, things got more painful, and I knew that they were gonna get a lot more painful, and I was like, we should get an epidural because you had one last time, and it went well.
I'm not sure if you saw that, but he just said we should get an epidural.
You should get an epidural. Yeah.
we should get an epidural. He probably
And
wanted.
you were not
an epidural.
interested.
No, what did I say? I swear I said.
Well, they kept asking you too, and you're
Oh
like,
my gosh, how many times I was asked if I want an epidural from literally the first check-in.
you're like, whatever happens, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, the first check-in at like 5:30 a.m. to, when it was too late. I feel like they were asking me if I wanted an epidural. I'm like, does everybody here get an epidural or something?
Well, I think.
It seemed that way.
Well, they know what's next. That's why they're asking.
They're like, we don't want to be a part of this natural birth thing.
Well,
It doesn't.
neither did I.
It doesn't seem like they're very like natural birth friendly there. Just with the no tubs, the no. They don't have any like. Oh my gosh, I need to use non-medical terms, but telemetry. So basically, monitors where you can walk around. They don't have any of that there. So I felt like they're just not really into the natural thing.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even have a yoga ball. I had to go buy my own yoga ball. You bought me a yoga ball. Thank goodness for the yoga ball. If you want to have a natural birth, you need a yoga ball. I wouldn't have been able to do it without that.
Yeah.
I was on it for hours.
Yeah.
Hours. Okay, so you asked me if I want an epidural when you think things are heating up, and I say to you, I just need you to support me.
No, that was a while. That was like I was like my third time asking you.
Okay, I don't even remember you asking 3
Yeah,
times.
I asked you a couple times, and then the nurses were asking,
And then you were like,
fine.
then you were pretty much reiterating it, and I got mad at you, sort of.
Well, I'm trying to remember. Last time I asked, you were in much more pain.
Yeah, it was probably around 7 o'clock, I would think. Maybe
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah.
7
And
p.m.
then I was like, all right, I'm gonna stop asking.
Yeah, because I said, I just need you to support me. And you're like,
Yeah.
okay, so you don't want the epidural. And I was like, at this point, I didn't. I was like, we've gotten this far.
Yeah.
What worse could happen?
How could it get any worse? This has got to be as bad as it gets. You're probably thinking, I don't know.
And then 7:30-ish came around. Because, I mean, that last 2 hours is kind of a blur, but I think it was probably like 7:30. Because I really feel like things turned between 7 and 7:30 where I was like, wow, this is way more painful. I thought I was getting a little pushy between that point, so I think I had my nurse check me and she was like, oh, you're 6. And I was like, okay, we gotta keep going.
Yeah, that's when you got nervous because it was like way more painful and you weren't progressing.
Yeah, I think we had another, few contractions and I was like, I really feel like I can't push. Can you please check again? And then she did, and then I was like, okay, I need the epidural because I'm like, I don't want my cervix to tear open.
You really feel like you can't not push.
Right, sorry. I don't know what I said,
You
but
were
I felt like
pushing
I
on
couldn't
accident.
not push it. There was no way that I could stop pushing. It just kept happening. It felt like I was like heaving or vomiting. Like I couldn't stop. So it was a little scary. I was worried I was going to rip my cervix. I think I said that to you. I'm like, I am so worried I'm going
and
to
then
tear
you
my
were like,
cervix.
I want an epidural.
Yeah, I was like, I need an epidural. Like, if I'm not ready to push, I have to have an epidural.
And then you
So
got
then-
really nervous.
So I got really
because
nervous.
you couldn't stop. You wouldn't be able to sit still.
And then I was like, I can't sit still through this.
And I held my tongue from saying, I told you so.
Yeah, thank you.
I wasn't going to say that, or else
I'm
I
like,
might
there's
not be
no
here.
chance that I would be able to sit through an epidural at this point. I'm heaving, I'm trying to push my baby, and I'm not supposed to push my baby. Like, there's no way I'm going to sit on the side of the bed for 10 minutes. There was just no chance.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to agree with the movements I was making, and the snapping, and the...
I mean, I would have held you
Swearing.
still if we had to. But yeah, you were in a lot of pain. I think
Yeah.
you weren't expecting.
No.
If you knew it was coming, you probably would have preemptively epiduraled up.
Yeah, there was probably 30 minutes total where I was like, there is a chance that if you die from pain, I could die from pain. So we didn't get an epidural. I ended up, when the nurse went out to get all the supplies for the epidural, when I was having my freak out moment of, I can't sit through this, I can't do this, I checked myself and I found myself to be complete. I was fully dilated. I did not have any cervix left, and made the decision to ask my nurse again when she came in the room, like, please check me. I feel like the baby's coming. And finally she agreed that I was fully dilated. And I think that's when you thought...
I told you not to do that. That was...
I feel like that's when he was like, I should not be here.
It's when I hit rock bottom, is when everyone left and you were in that much pain, and then you decided to check your own cervix, and I went ghost white, and I was ready to...
He went right to the paper towels.
Yeah,
like,
it was
here's to clean up your hand.
It's like something out of a horror movie.
Now I understand why patients do what they do when they're in that much pain, because you kind of can't control it. But also I was like, I need to see where this cervix is that nurse is talking about, because I don't believe I have any.
And then you had her check again.
Yeah, and then she was like, it's gone. Magic.
She said you pushed your cervix out of the way.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Which I'm not sure if that's...
Whatever.
If that's how... Was that what usually happens?
No.
No.
I mean, you can usually push past like a 9.5,
Okay.
but not a 6.
6.5.
6.5, whatever she ended up calling me the second time, but crazy.
I don't know what happened.
But I was like, oh, she has hair. That was like the only... Well, I was really happy that it was complete, and I was really happy that she had some hair, because I thought that was cool. And Ryan probably didn't care about either of those things.
I do not remember the happy she has hair comment.
She has hair.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, suddenly it was 8 o'clock-ish, and we were actually pushing.
I was very excited that she said you're complete and you started pushing, because, yeah, the end was near.
Yeah. And as soon as I saw that doctor suit up her jacket and get ready to... I felt bad that I was swearing a lot. I think I probably swore at least 3 or 4 times.
You weren't swearing at people, though.
No, I know, but I was like, these people clearly don't swear.
You were just like, holy... Like, after each contraction, like, the pain was surprising you. No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's not professional for them to swear in front of patients.
I'm
sure they do.
I know. It just felt like I'm in a room full of people that don't swear, and they're like...
No, I don't think that was the case.
Okay, good.
I don't know why you were so concerned. You kept apologizing. I'm like, Kelly, it's fine. We got bigger problems.
At least I didn't hurt anyone, I don't think. I don't think I hurt anyone.
What?
You know, I didn't hit anyone or kick anyone. Or... No, I feel like the pushing part was really hard, and I ended up with popped blood vessels in both my eyes and my neck and my cheeks and everything. I don't know how that happened.
We'll have a picture of you pushing.
I pushed a lot in my face, apparently. But it was still hard to push her out. It wasn't like she was going to slip out.
I feel like once you got the green light, you were able to, like, channel the pain into something.
Yeah, you were like, does this feel better than it did? And I'm like, not really.
It seemed like you were doing better because you were, like, channeling the pain into an activity.
I wasn't making any noise, yes.
And before you were just, like, trying to not do anything and let the pain pass instead of, like...
It was super painful, that pushing part. But definitely that 30 minutes before I was allowed to push was worse.
Yeah, because,
And
you just had to let the pain take over you. So you were just, like, thriving in pain.
Yeah, I feel like, truthfully though, with my epidural, I feel like I felt about 50% of Millie coming out versus my 100% of Nola coming out, but...
Do you think... I know you said that the epidural wasn't working before.
Yeah, I think it worked about 50%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I could definitely...
Yeah.
All of that end part I definitely felt, but I felt it differently when Nola was coming out. Yeah. Definitely. But it wasn't working very well. 50%-ish. But I think that was a good epidural. Only
it's a good 50%. Thing you had an epidural last with Millie because of how long the labor
4 hours of pushing. Anyways, is there anything else we missed about that? 2nd degree tear again. I told my doctor about how my first healing didn't go very well, and it took like 12 or 14 weeks. So
Overall, less traumatic because of like wasn't so much pushing and the sunny side up didn't happen. And
yeah, it was a great labor not having a sunny side up baby. It's
it
amazing.
was just that like 30 minutes of before you got complete that we were in a weird situation. We thought we were hours away at that point, and you were like, "Oh my gosh."
And although I say that I wouldn't recommend it, I would probably do it again.
She said she wasn't gonna do it again.
Yeah.
For like a couple days.
And now I would
I
probably.
think she forgets.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I'm here to remind her.
I'd probably do it again.
You want the epidural.
I'd probably do it again. If I knew there was only going to be 30 minutes
we
of
don't-
terrible pain.
Imagine though if it was Millie and you didn't have an epidural and it was 4 hours and you it was too late.
Yeah,
That'd be bad.
that's tough.
I think we dodged a bullet on
I
this
think
one.
I think if I was pushing for 4 hours though, I probably would be like, okay, after an hour or so, just sit up and get the epidural. I don't know. I have no idea. I feel very lucky to have a non-sunny side up delivery. It was very different. Thank you, Nola.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
She came up quick.
Yeah, I was so worried about her the whole time. I was pregnant. I was so worried.
Yeah.
And here we
She was
are.
the easy one.
Here we are.
And then she stayed up the whole night and didn't sleep for like the
She
first
stayed
8 hours.
up the
And it
whole
was
night.
like 9 p.m. 8:30 when she delivered, and then
She delivered at 8:31. Yeah, and we got to our new room around midnight. And she, on and off, screamed and didn't really sleep until 4:30 maybe.
That was wild because we were both like on no sleep
For 2 days.
2 days.
Yeah.
And we thought like with Millie, she slept really good after she was born, and so we were like, "What's happening? Do we have like a baby that doesn't want to sleep at night?"
Yeah. And she just had her like newborn, they call it the second night where they're up the whole night screaming, cluster feeding and all that. But she had that the first night and then she was totally fine after that.
Yeah, she fell asleep like that morning and like slept really good for like 24 hours. Like was only up total 4 hours or something.
Yeah, she wasn't up much the first few days.
Yeah, she slept a lot.
You had a little bit of jaundice.
We Googled it.
Yeah.
We're like, she's sleeping like
Too much.
21 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only awake for feeds for the first few days.
Yeah.
You're pretty perfect, Nola.
Yeah.
Okay. On to the next baby.